Hey guys, it's riggingman96 here. This is a new segment, Keeping It COVID. This is the New Year's edition, special edition. As you heard it here, folks, I have the one, the only riggingman96 on my show.
riggingman96 coming to you live, real Warzone action coming at you every weekend, day to day, Borderlands on the down low, and Don't Starve together with Clayton Savaggio. Just saying, follow me, please. I need the money. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll link all of his following things in the description for all the fans that want to follow riggingman96 on here. Now, riggingman96 here. It actually seems I remember you used to play for Brad's Beach Babes volleyball team, actually.
A fucking trash team, as I recall.
I mean, we finished second place, very conservative.
With me around, yes.
I mean, we finished second every year without you, too.
Refill!
Wilfred. Now, you actually left the team. Do you want to tell the folks why you left the team here?
Here's the thing. I am a legend at volleyball. I know, looking at my figure. 5'9", fucking jacked, out of his mind. I can smash it every time it is set up for me. I can dig it every time it smashes me. And I can volley it every time it's in my area. Oh, you're such a kind beaver, man. Thank you, sir.
I know, it's the last one.
Just shove her. Just up. Yes. Oh, she went in smooth that time. Doesn't usually go that clean.
So
Anyway.
I actually heard you went over to play baseball after volleyball, and it seemed to crumble after you joined them, didn't it?
No, actually, I carried the team to 3 consecutive years of finals and wins into the, tournament leagues. Every game, Grand Slam by your boy himself, the big riggingman96. Just saying.
Now, if we're going to keep on this subject here, because you said how much a legend you are, I just want to go into how Brad's Beach Babes, they consecutively finish second every year. But when you were on the team, they didn't finish first. After you left, they finished first, what was it, 3 years in a row? The past 3 years we finished first. What do you think changed since you left that propel us that much higher?
Well, whenever you placed first, it was in the B side, not the A side. There's a big difference between the B and the A side.
That's
Do you
wrong.
know that?
We were always on the A side.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Say I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
That was a lie.
Now, we're going to get this one from Paul Cruz himself. How did you feel about shaving those points? Would you do it again?
You know what? I don't dive often, but in tournament gameplay, and when I need to switch teams for a totally different sport, I need to do it. It needs to happen. I couldn't let the coach know. I know you're the coach, but you're hearing it from me now. Honest opinion, it needs to happen. There's younger prospects coming up. Kyle the Jack George, Ryan the Aspastic Felsky, they were coming up. They were prime players. I'm old fat Brandino. He couldn't keep up. You see me? You try to jump 300 pounds keeping a ball in the air? That's not happening. I can crush a softball at 300 yards. That's no fucking problem. But you try to keep me on a fucking volleyball court? Fuck! But yeah, that's why I quit. I can keep it.
Well, I think the fans wanted to know, and I'm glad they got to find out with me on this.
Yeah, I don't like talking. It's emotional for me, honestly.
No, I could tell that from the interview.
It was tough.
I'm glad people got to go through that emotional journey with us. We haven't been drinking, folks. Don't worry. Now, if we're gonna go into maybe a lighter subject here, I would like to ask you. I've asked some of my former what do you call them, guests on the show here, about their favorite Pokemon and their unfavorite Pokemon. If you want to name off a couple, you don't have to have them in any specific order.
You're bringing on Pokemon, and I'm telling you some emotional shit about my past of when I was in my pedigree of performance. Listen, I'm just saying, only Charizard, Mr. Mime, and Mewtwo could keep up to me right now.
Really, Mr. Mime.
OP motherfucker.
Really.
He dressed like an idiot. But listen, he puts up that, what is it? Screen barrier, size screen.
Reflection?
Reflections in there. God damn it! You're not getting any physical attacks at full power on my team for at least 5 turns. Now listen, you add plus O Minen in there, they're fucking trash Pokemon. Top tier garbage. Number 2 garbage Pokemon? Probably Jigglypuff. Pretty.
I might have heard some viewers' thoughts, but yeah, sure, you keep going into that. No, I love your opinion.
Listen, it's a good design, but listen, she switched to normal fairy type. Who the fuck wants that when you have really tough herself?
You know what? You're kind of right with that.
What would your third choice be?
For worst Pokemon, I think I've already gone into this with the gens, but oh god, it had to be Clink. I'd have to go with my friend there, Cash Money, because I just fucking hate that kid. Clink, he's the 2 gears with no originality.
Basically, almost an upgraded Magneton.
That's what we've heard here previously on the show. That's a good reference.
What you heard was a downgraded Magneton, not an upgrade. Personally, me, bottom 3rd Pokemon. Not to fester on this. Could you ask me something? Now I need to think about this.
We'll go with
I'm overwhelmed.
We'll go with the layup question since you're so overwhelmed. It's a very asked question. How many kids are in your basement?
Please, next question.
Yeah, we can skip right on that. Oh, that's a great observation I just pulled out of my head. Since we're not going into kids in your basement, we might as well talk about death. What is your kill-death ratio in Warzone?
Listen, I don't know that personally on me, off by heart. I'm just saying, if I looked at it right now, it'd be 1.14.
Off the top of your head?
Yeah, off the top of my head.
Is there any other games you'd maybe like to flex on us that you like to play? Or maybe just some fun games that you do in your pastime?
Well, Apex Legend, I like to play, I forget his name as well.
I don't play Apex, so I wouldn't know. I'm sorry.
Trash player. Apex, I'm pretty gross in.
Pretty gross.
Pretty gross. I get at least 3 kills a game, which is good for the average gamer. Elite for the poor gamer. And godly for the gamer like Beaver Man. What's your numbers?
My kill-death ratio in Warzone?
No. The numbers after Beaver Man.
8675.
8675 Beaver Man. Fucking trash player. He can't even play Apex. Listen. He's fucking trash, bro. Like, he'd be playing line.
That's actually, that brings us to a great thing because I do suck at it. Brandon, since I look up to you as a gamer, especially in Warzone, how do you stay so humble?
Humble?
Humble, yes. I can get a dictionary if you'd like me to describe it.
Towards my allies or my opponents?
Yourself, because you're talking such a humble game right now.
Well, you can't really talk down a god. Like, there's no point in it. Like, you can cheer on your teammates because they're fucking trash, and the opponents... there's no hope for them. Fucking pansies. Like, last person I seen fall to me so quickly was Ashley Rakoff, the biggest playing me golf live. Like, honestly, she didn't even stand a chance. I know it's a woman, after all, but I'm just saying. I gave her the woman's tease, and I was at the pros. I beat her in the first 9 holes. That was the end of that chapter, son.
Is that because only women can play only 9 holes, or?
Yeah, I felt bad for that too, but you mentioned that. I didn't mention that.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up. It's not like you prompted me to. Speaking about, I know you went on about how your opponents have no hope. I wanted to bring into this. What is your favorite adult star, since they have no hope as well?
Could you repeat the question?
Your favorite adult star in the industry?
Adrian! Yeah, personally, Jennifer Aniston, my favorite adult actress. Like, she was in We're the Millers. Basically has the perfect star that I like to watch, you know what I mean?
It was a great movie.
Also in Friends. Oh. Yeah, got the job done there.
Are there any TV shows maybe you're watching a lot during COVID here recently? Just something to watch.
Well, personally, I like Rick and Morty or Big Mouth. Like they're cartoons, I know, but they got me going through COVID. Like the season 4s they just released during COVID, and I watched them. I was happy with one, a little upset with the other.
Now, for most of our guests here, I'm a big fan of those as well. I'm gonna guess that you were happy with Rick and Morty, but you're rather not enthralled by Big Mouth. Is that correct?
You know what? That hits the nail on the head. Big Mouth, they're due to breast in every episode. Like the end of it, like Andrew's fucking jacking off, and you know.
It was
The same old. He's jacking off, he's sad. He's jacking off, he's sad. Nick, he's got a small Peter, just like your boy, and he's sad. Jesse, fucking women problems, just saying. Rick and Morty, I love that shit. Like, every episode, Rick's like, Jesus, Morty, like, why are you such a bitch? Oh, jeez, Rick, like, I can control myself, I'm 10 years old. And he's jacking off to Jessica every second he has. I love that shit. I'd watch that over and over again. But it's not as good as the first 3 seasons.
I gotta agree with you there, because I've watched the first 3 seasons over and over again, like I imagine you have yourself.
I have.
No, that's great to hear. Now, Brandon, we'll go to a more sentimental part of our episode here. Since we've all been so far apart from the friend group here, what are some things you want to say to the friend group? Let's remember here, I have to post this on YouTube. Let's remember that. So let's try and keep her to not a family friendly. You can go a bit aggressive, but you know, like, let's keep her so I can still put her on here without getting taken down. Come on. I know you can say something.
They calls the best asses out of Maddie and Ashley. Just saying. That Kyle, what is it? The Junior Jack George? Is that what it is? Kyle the Junior Jack George?
It's actually Cash Money, but you can call him what you like.
Cash Money.
Yeah, Cash Money. He likes to be referred
11.5-inch cock, you can't forget that. Like, you see that once, you're never forgetting that. Fuck Cora. And anyway, like, Beaver Band,
8679.
Respectable host.
Thank you, that means a lot.
Some Sam Mule. Like, apparently he's 6'5" or something. 4-inch cock. Like,
6'6".
I actually heard he's only 6'3". He's like Kevin Durant. He just lies about his size.
Oh.
You know.
Trying to get those NBA stats.
Yeah, I heard that.
I already lied about his whole native basketball league as well.
I think those stats are actually up to. You can look on those on IMDb.
Those real?
Yep.
Man, that motherfucker's a legend. Like,
Yeah, he actually did pretty well.
I was doubting him, but
He got actually
shit.
a couple offers from some community colleges to play
Did he?
basketball. Yeah.
There's the Felski, so there's Jake the Snake. He's pretty big a legend. One time I remember him catching a fish, sang the little snake song, caught a fish first cast. Ryan He mixed the best Caesars.
He does actually mix the best Caesar.
The
That's real.
best. I don't even drink a Caesar now unless Ryan's mixing it for me. Fuck Maddie and Ashley.
That's aggressive, but it's kind of true. But I'll take Ashley's mixed Caesars.
Listen,
anytime.
I'll say Brad and Adrian will fuck Ashley. That's it. No one else. But anyway.
I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, that's totally fine.
You know what? Maybe the Cash Money would. I think he'd be a top contender in fucking those two right now.
Whoa, totally different thing than I thought we were talking about here right now. We'll get into a bit the hunting season here. I heard you had a great hunt.
You know what? Fuck the hunt. I want to hear about Cash Money Kyle fucking Ashley in front of Adrian right now.
That's cuckolding for you people at home.
Fine, I'll get into the hunt. Listen, your boy, riggingman96, had a pretty solid hunt. One buck walked out Tuesday night. I was walking up to the stand. You know, I like to sit looking at it. Does it look like I chase deer? No, I don't fucking chase deer. I wait for them to walk to me. I was walking up to that stand, and big old Spikehorn sees me. He runs away from my big old big pile, like I was just fucking feeding him. And I crouched down on my knees, and I was like, oh Lord, please let me get a shot. But he stayed in that area. He stayed stalking me. He ran right across the field. He knew I was the alpha, and he was the beta. But, you know, in his mind, he was the alpha, and I was a piece of shit. Anyway, he scans me out. I can't get a clear shot. He fucks off, so I'm just like, all right. I'll waddle on up to my stand. Wednesday morning, I'm sitting there, and big old Spikehorn comes out right across from me. It's right on my crossbars. I have the gun right on the rail. Oh, baby, this is going to be an easy shot. I start aiming down, and, you know, whenever a buck walks towards you, he's walking with his head down, sniffing that doe's fermented pussy. Oh, you can't resist that sliz. But anyway, like, you're just walking down, head down, then he finally pops his head up, and like, this is the perfect shot. Pull the trigger, and there's nothing. There's no bang. That bullet was a dud, and I'm sitting there, tree stand. All he hears is a click, and he's looking up at me, and I'm in my tree stand. Fuck! Then I'm sitting there, just waiting. He puts his head back down, and I'm slowly trying to use my bolt action, Savage Arms rifle. Try to get that next bullet in the chamber. As this all happened, he's walking towards the left side of me. I'm still have the rifle pointing down. He gets to the left of me, and I finally get that bullet out in between my offhand, get that other bullet pulled back, and then look to the left, and there's one more click. But he's to the side of me. He sees me looking at like a big old tater on the side of a frying pan. He knows I'm there. His tail goes up, and I fucking jumped up. Bullet in the chamber. That's the end of that motherfucker. I drop him 30 yards away. Drop him, skin him. Most ticks I've ever seen on a deer.
Really? Yeah, there actually was a lot of ticks. That's actually a real
There
problem
was.
here. That's not even a lie.
The most ticks I ever seen on a deer this year. Honestly, we were doing the skull. About 24 inch by 24 inch piece of hide. Honestly, picked off about 30 live ticks off of it.
That's wild. And deer ticks are actually one of the worst ticks out there. That's actually a real thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Did you have any ticks on you, by the way? I had a couple ticks on me during hunting season.
I actually did. After we cleaned that deer, got it all gutted, skinned, and cut up, I had a tick on the side of me, under my breast, and on the back of my neck. I don't know. Tick in each one of those places. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm sorry.
But Friday morning, I'm sitting there and I was just like, I'll go out hunting. I already shot one buck, but if I go out, I'll shoot another one. And I go out Friday morning, and I'm sitting in my stand, hoping. I hope no buck comes out to me. I hope Dad and Steve, my brother, have a buck walk out to them, but I'm such a goddamn legendary hunter. I hear a goddamn squirrel behind me, and I'm like, oh, I pray that's a squirrel, but then it sounds heavier than a squirrel. and it's breaking branch, and I was like, God damn it, that's a deer. So I put my gun up on the rack, cock it back. I'm ready. I'm just like, this buck, I'm going to shoot you. Fuck my brother and my father. Of course, it was an 8-point buck. He walked right out, right in my scope, and just stood there. And I said, Omewa, Mui Sindaru! Nani? His head popped up. That was the end of that. Dropped him right there. Didn't run at all. Cleaned him. Actually, that night, almost had him fully ready to mount on the wall as the skull.
That's actually great. Can I ask you, what did you get the deer made into? Hamburger, pepperettes, a little bit of both? Did you cut them up yourself so you had to take it somewhere?
Personally, we clean the deer ourselves.
Okay, no, that's great. Yeah.
We'll separate it in roast, hamburger, steaks, well, whatever you feel fit. We're not the smartest people around here, but you know,
that
hey,
seems
like,
pretty smart. Not gonna lie, we try to do that ourselves.
you save a lot of money. Like, looking at me, you might not think I'm skilled with a blade. I look like goddamn Jackie Chan with a blade.
Does Jackie Chan use a blade a lot?
Doug Marcaida does. Origin Fire.
He probably doesn't, but you know, I do.
This night will kill.
It will kill.
It will kill.
That's a great story, and that's why we should have actually been watching Brandon Lee instead of riggingman96 on 5 during hunting season.
Whoa!
Sorry, riggingman96. riggingman96 here. I'm sorry about that one. I want to ask you a little bit about D&D. You're new to the D&D world. I want to ask you. I already know some of the answers to this question here. What do you love so far about D&D, and how deep have you gotten to the D&D world? Because once you're in there, it's deep.
Personally, the D&D world hasn't involved me yet, you know? I've only sprinkled on some of my ideas in some of these characters I've been. Like, Fraternal Rockrog of the Rockrog Clan has only killed one dragon, a couple demons, like, saved her whole party multiple times, and that's it. Like, the next character I have planned out,
That's another dwarf.
he's been saving characters. He is top of the line in everything he does, and he is a masculine figure.
No, that's actually great. Is there anything I want to go into the play style here? You've been playing with Adrian a lot as a DM. How do you like his DM style? I know you don't have a ton of experience, no offense or anything like that, but what do you like about his D&D style?
Well,
It's Adrian Wood fun, by the way.
personally, the Mad Adrian loves you up a little bit too quickly and gives you a little bit too soft chances to survive combat. Like, personally, Fraternal Rockrog, my character could survive anything.
Didn't you almost die a couple times when we had to save you?
Of course not. Fraternal Rockrog could survive anything.
I'm glad Fraternal Rock could.
I guess that wasn't Ryan's campaign, but Adrian's, he's going a bit softer, waiting for us to level up a wee bit, you know, wait for us to get some OP items, then give us one hard boss fight, then a couple more OP items. I'm just waiting for the Lich to come out, you know, maybe the, I better not say that on camera.
No, that's great, because some of this stuff I cannot show to here at all. Now we're getting to the end of our episode here. Where do you see your life going? We already know you have a great job. You're making good money, working wherever you're working. We won't say.
6 figures.
Where do you think your life's going from here?
Well, I have no woman. That's pretty high up on the mountain. Making 6 figures.
So
That's also pretty high up on the mountain. Nothing holding me back. You know what? I see a lot of hookers, cocaine in my life. Just saying.
There's nothing wrong with that at all, actually. Would you say that's high up on the mountain, like you're not looking for a woman, or like you don't need a woman right now and you're not fun?
It's not high up on the mountain. It's on the fucking mountain. but it's on there. It's not what I fucking want, but it's what I'm getting. Is that what you want from me?
I don't want anything from you other than this interview.
You want the truth?
Sure, you tell me whatever you want.
You can't have the truth. Not in this episode of...
Sad boy vibes.
That's actually great. Is there anything else you want to talk about here when we have you on the... Because it is a special. It's a New Year's special. Is there anything out you want to talk about here quick between me and you, me and the fans, me and the fan group? What do you want to go about?
Yeah, the last hated Pokemon. Definitely anything related to Ashley Raycroft. Like, her heart is cold as ice. She's kind of a dirty fuck. And she's trash.
Yeah.
So Drinks is fucking trash.
I don't think we can say the C word on here, folks, but I'll work on my editing and see if we can even air these videos.
riggingman96, follow me.
Follow
Please
him.
subscribe to my channel and like my Warzone action. I can fucking kill in Warzone, slay in Borderlands, and fucking own in Apex Legends every game.
And you've heard it here first, folks, from riggingman96. I'm Beaverman8675. And I wanted to say thanks for tuning in to this special episode of Keeping It COVID on New Year's Eve. Stay safe, folks.